Hello, Viscount Hawk. My name is Ben. I'm a SCA member outside of or out of Phoenix. I'm in the Phoenix area. Um, no real fancy titles or anything like that. I don't really have an SCA name, but I saw your video about doing a stepping off the line, doing a body fake, and I thought it was interesting. It's a good core play. Paulo Sector Mayor talks about it quite a bit, not necessarily with a sword and shield context, but with a single-handed weapon context. Seeing it with the sword and shield did sort of remind me of some stuff I had actually come across in Talhoffer. I have a friend I fight rapier with out here who's a huge Talhoffer fan, owns a Talhoffer shield even, Talhoffer buckler rather. So anyways, I read Talhoffer every now and again, and I remember seeing something in the Württemberg treatise that is very similar. It talks about doing a left, uh, stepping off the line to the left, doing a strike to your opponent's right. And it actually talks about how to defend against it. So I thought it'd be interesting and very relevant that here's how you deal with someone who's throwing these body fakes to your left. And the answer, spoiler alert, is good shield discipline, which should be too surprising. Um, so here we have the typical setup of the SCA heavy fighter. The shields are a little exaggerated, but I think it doesn't impede the example any in this case. So we have guy in the typical good SCA stance, shield out, sword in the back, ready to wind. It's hard to tell with the perspective if he's pointing it forward or doing it backwards, but um, I think he's doing it backwards. I think he's got the wind up ready to go. And then on the right, you have someone in a comparatively poor stance, I would think. He's talks about how he's stabbing at the person on the left. So the right's going to be the chump, the left's going to be the guy taking your advice and using the body fake to the left. So we see here, person on the left has stepped offline, thrown that shot. He's got his shield out to his right side wisely, and he's throwing that shot around. Um, the person on the right, though, does the smart thing. He stands their ground and moves the shield over to their right to block. What I thought was interesting was the sword hand is actually in some, I don't know if the term would be a cron or a hanging prime. I don't know what Talhoffer's term is for this, but it's guarding his face more importantly. So he has shield here, sword to the face, or guarding the face. And so that way, if you are to come around and try to strike him, um, it's likely going to be above. You've committed to the cell with your body. So sweeping around your shield below is going to be difficult, not impossible. I know in SCA hardsuit fighting, you guys don't strike below the knees. So having your sword up in this sort of prime is a good way to not only guard the face, um, but as we see later, if the person throwing the body fake has poor shield discipline, and instead of leaving it on your right, they open the door to try to make that cell and take their shield offline, the person on the right can just simply go in for the lunge. They can bind with their shield, bind sword to their opponent's shield, and then just go in for the stab. So a little wisdom from a few centuries ago from Talhoffer is simply if someone's throwing body fakes like that, just be ready for it, stand your ground, have good shield discipline to the left, and then keep that sword above your head, protecting the face and the body as well, and just be ready to take advantage of any missteps they might make. You wind up with this creepy Talhoffer smile. He really liked his creepy happy faces. Yeah. Anyway, great video. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work and yeah.